Everyone, welcome to Anu's classroom. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, very welcome. And for those of you who have already been subscribers or have watched my videos in the past, I hope you got benefit out of these contents. And thank you so much for coming back to Anu's classroom. I hope that this time when you come, also you achieve or you get what you are hoping for from this channel. Before I begin, I want to thank all of you for all your overwhelming responses to Anu's classroom. Thank you so much for all the messages, for all the contributions to our community. I'm greatly indebted to all of you for all your wonderful contributions. Without you, this channel would not be where it is right now. So, thank you once again, and I hope that you all will be supporting me throughout this year also, through the coming years as well, and we both can benefit out of it, right? I can know how I can support you guys more, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful and much easier MBA journey. So for some of you, you would be new to IGNOU and its MBA courses. I don't claim to be an expert in any sense, and neither am I in any way officially related to the university. But if you guys are new and if you guys are thinking about MBA, there are three options. Okay, you can do an MBA, you can do a PGDM, and the third thing is, in MBA or in PGDM, what specialization you are willing to choose. So MBA has, I think, HR, managing, marketing, services, operations, finance. Even in PGDM also, it is the same thing. So these are the specializations which you get from IGNOU right now. Okay, so what is PGDM? It is Postgraduate Diploma in Management. Now, if you look closely, right, the subject codes and everything are similar. So it's just that MBA being a 2-year program, you will be learning much more subjects than PGDM. PGDM, you will get it done in just 1 year. You will just have 2 semesters. So if you are taking, say, PGDM in HR, you will be learning only those subjects which come anyway as part of MBA, but which is relevant to HR alone. That's it. Generally, PGDM is preferred by those people who have an industrial experience. It is not a degree. So, if you want to pursue higher education or higher things in academics, like maybe you are willing to go for JRE or NET or anything like that, PGDM will not help you. But for the work front, PGDM will be enough. So, like for example, accounting for managers or quantitative analysis, those things are not that important for HR people. So if you take PGDM in HR, you won't find those subjects. Whereas MBA, no matter which specialization you get, IGNOU or any other university for that matter will have certain common courses which they expect you guys to study, no matter what your specialization is. I think there are only 7 courses which are electives, which change according to your specialization you chose. Now, generally, the what you can say, the structure is like, you will get 7 courses per semester. You will have to submit an assignment in each semester. So if it is the January semester, then you have to submit in April. If you are going for the June semester, you will have to submit it in the October session. And you will have your term and examination, which will come around June for January admissions and around December for the July admission, June-July admission, which is happening right now. If you are going for MBA, you will have a 2-year course, and apart from the 7 courses per semester, your assignment and term and examination, what is there is, in MBA, if you want to get the MBA degree, you will also have to do a project. This project is not part of your PGDM course, it is for your MBA course. Either you do it through online distance learning mode or online mode. There are 2 options available, and I believe the question paper patterns are a bit different for both, and so is the materials and everything, right? So ODL, you get the books delivered to you, but for online, I believe there is a portal called LMS, Learning Management System, I believe, wherein you can download all the books, study materials and everything there. Exam, you will have to go and write physically in an examination center, but other than that, the everything happens through online. Even your project submission happens online for MBA online guys. But for ODL, that is online distance learning MBA, you will have to submit it. You'll have to send your project to your regional center and get it approved, like that. So that is the difference there. Again, MBA online, maybe I doubt if you guys will get the books delivered, but you will have access to the e-materials. So that is the basic difference between MBA online and MBA online distance. And price wise also, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess MBA online is a little bit cheaper than your MBA online distance learning. I'm not sure, I may be wrong. If you guys have any intel on that, it would be helpful if you guys can comment so that everybody knows, right? So that is about online MBA and PGDM. Now, the grading system followed by IGNOU, 30% of your marks come from the assignments that you submit. So make sure you write them without any plagiarism. Make sure you write them and submit them on time. There are a lot of what you can say solution sets available online for purchase and all. I personally, it's my personal opinion, please don't go for it as much as you can, because assignment, when you write at least those questions, for finding answers for those questions, you will look for answers. You might even browse through your books. You will get that initial feel of what is there in the book. That will help you in the term and examination. Term and examination, you cannot buy the answer script, or you cannot put anybody else in your shoes and write it, right? You itself have to go and write. And that term and examination is what constitutes the remaining 70% of your marks. So that is how your grading system works. There are five grades: A, B, C, D, E, and up till D, I believe, is pass. Below that, it's fail. A, B, C, D, and F, I believe. F is fail. Always, obviously, aim for B or C, if not A, right? So that is the scoring and grading system over here. In this channel, I try to cover everything so that you get that CBA, that grade, okay? But it's not possible with just me saying everything or me teaching. You will have to learn. And how you can learn? The first step is do your assignments by yourself. Maybe you guys might be tempted to buy assignments, but I don't know. I prefer you guys to do it yourself. So that being said, as I said, MBA, we have 20 common courses, okay? Masters in Management Program Common. That is MMPC. Masters in Management Program Common. Now, the specialization, that MMPH will mean that you are taking it as a human HR specialization. MMPF is finance. MMPM will be marketing, and so on. MMPO will be operations. Okay, and service is something which is very what you can say interesting as a specialization, because there you will find courses from all these specializations. You have a paper from finance, you have a paper from marketing, you have a paper from HR operations, and that is how they have designed the fifth specialization there. Okay, so these are the 20 common courses which you will have to go through if you have decided to pursue MBA. So the first semester has MMPC 1 to 7, second semester has from 8 to 14, and these two, that is the very first year, no matter what your specialization is, you guys will all be studying the same subjects. 15 and 16 are the only two common courses you guys will have in your third semester, and 17, 18, 19, 20, the last four common courses you will have in your fourth semester. In the third semester, if you are choosing MBA, you will be expected to put forth a synopsis for a project, get it approved by the university, and you will also have to work on your project and complete it by the time you finish your fourth semester. So that is how the whole project thing works. Okay, so the second year is where you will have to do the project. That is called MMPP. Okay, the last P stands for projects 1. Okay, MMPP 1, and it has its own guidelines. You can find those guidelines in the IGNOU website as well. Always go for all the information either directly from your regional centers or from the official IGNOU websites. And don't panic if this is your first semester. You guys might feel confused, or you guys might feel scared not knowing what to expect. Don't worry, I am so proud of my community, that our community in Anu's classroom is very helpful. If not me, anybody who has the knowledge will definitely respond to you either through our Telegram channel or in our comment section. They are very helpful, they are very supportive, and I'm very, very proud of my community. So in case you are a newbie, warm welcome. You will not feel put back in this community, is something which I can proudly say. Okay, so do not worry. Once you have confirmed your admission, that is, if you have remitted your fee, then there will not be many chances of your what you can say, your candidature being rejected. And if you have any doubts, you can always call your regional centers. Most of them are very friendly with the students. They do respond to your queries and all. And most of it's wait, take a deep breath. Don't worry if your assignment grades are not showing. Just keep calm, check at regular intervals. If you're feeling too tense and stressed, just call the RC. They'll let you know what the status is. Okay. Always when you're submitting your assignments, a few tips are: keep a copy, either soft copy, scan it, or take a photocopy of all your assignments and keep with you before you send them out. Okay, so that in case there is any problem, you always have the backup of whatever you wrote. So that is the basic thing. And what else? Yeah, so those are the few tips that I thought would be good if I shared, because a lot of time I get questions like, why is my assignment grades not showing? How should I start studying? So starting to study, if you are in the whichever semester you are, I must say that all these courses are interlinked. So the first semester, all courses, you will find that some contents of each course comes repeatedly in other courses as well. Similarly, your first semester topics have a link to your second semester topics, third semester topics, and so forth. So there is an interlinking pattern. It doesn't matter which subject you study first. Pick up something which you find most comfortable, or whichever book is, slimmest, whatever it is. Okay, so pick one subject and start studying. That's it. And be mindful of your assignments. Plan accordingly. Start writing maybe like, one question. Once you have confirmed that you are doing it, you have paid your fees and all. Assignment questions are already available in your IGNOU Web Services portal. So go ahead, grab the assignment which is the current one, okay, which you have to submit, and you start writing. You go through it. Maybe, pick one question a day and try to complete one question a day. That way you will not be overburdened, and still you will have enough time to complete your assignments on time without going through all the hassle. And moreover, while you try to find the answers to these questions, while you're browsing through to get these answers, you will get knowledge. So when you finally decide to, study for your term and examination, it will become much more easier. And I always suggest that when you prepare for your term and examination, do prepare your assignment questions as well, because there is a chance that whatever question you wrote as assignment might come up exactly as it is in the term and examination as well. There have been occurrences like that. So even if I don't, repeat it every time, this is the base rule, that study everything that you wrote for assignment by default for your term and examination. So those are the few things that I wanted to share with you guys regarding the common courses and how you can strategize, okay, in getting your MBA. Make sure that you put your weekly targets, like maybe this week I will do 5 questions of this particular topic. So there are 4 blocks. Maybe I'll study 1 unit per day. So 1 unit per day, because most of the units are not that big, you can easily do it. At least if not by hearting everything, just read through. Don't leave your book aside till your term and examinations happen. Okay, so try to set your own pace, set your own weekly targets, and whatever you're studying, make sure that you take your own notes. Okay, and go through as many previous year question papers as much as possible. See if you can recollect something from whatever you have studied. So generally the pattern is like the first few questions will belong to your block 1, then block 2, block 3, block 4. So that is how even the questions are generally formatted in your previous year question papers as well, in your term and examination also. So maybe, pick a few previous question papers. If you have completed your block 1, or even say unit 1, go and see if there are any questions in the previous examination which had come from this particular block. And if you find it, can you recollect something about that question to write an answer? So that way, try to go through as many previous year question papers as much as possible. Strategize. You are the one who knows your strengths and your weaknesses. Play to your strengths and try to, I would say, don't let your weaknesses come forth and get the better of you. Play to your strengths. MBA itself is master of business administration, right? How can you become a business administrator if you cannot manage your own time well? Correct. You're going to manage a business after doing your MBA course. So start by managing yourself. Think of yourself as the organization that needs to be managed, and manage yourself. And definitely you will ace your examination. Moreover, because this is an online distance learning portal, there is no kind of interaction between a faculty and the student like in a regular class setup, which we all have come across. There, it is quite natural that you are panicked. Don't worry, stay calm. Okay, your regional centers are helpful. IGNOU is quite helpful when it comes to it. Drop them mail, call them up, or there are a lot of forums just like us. You can ask your questions. Your seniors who have already completed or gone through that stage might be able to help you guys out. So stay calm. We are all there. We are all doing the same journey. we'll be helping out. Okay, so that is it. Spend your time wisely. And another important thing that I wanted to tell you is I've been getting a lot of requests regarding personal tuitions, right? Which definitely will have to be paid, because to tutor individually, I'll have to do that setups and everything so that I can mentor you effectively. Also, it will have a, like, I need to spend a little more time on it, effort on it. So I cannot put it as free. I'll have to keep at least a nominal amount as a payment. But since I've been getting quite a few requests, I thought that okay, let me take the opinion of the community. So this is a small form that if you can scan this QR code, you will be taken to a small form wherein you can give your contact detail so that I can communicate with you. And you can say, if in case you are interested in getting tutored like that, you can tell which subject that you prefer the most and which language. I'm open to taking classes in both English and Malayalam. These are the two languages which I am comfortable in. I am a Malayali myself, so I'm comfortable in taking classes in Malayalam or English. And depending upon the responses, I will decide how and when we can start, right? So if you guys can fill this up, it will be helpful for me to understand the feasibility of doing such a thing. If there are not enough number of requests, then you guys will not get benefited. That is the first thing. If there are only 5 people, because we'll be discussing in depth, right? I'm thinking of doing in depth discussions, case study discussions, and all those kind of things in our tuitions. So if there are just 1 or 2 people, we won't get we won't be able to generate enough ideas, right? Because case studies and things like that, and MBA syllabus asks, when you go for a in person, or even though it is online one-to-one interactions, as many number of people are there in the classroom, those many ideas we can generate, we can get the viewpoint of those many people. And that's the whole concept of having a classroom interaction, right? So I want to bring that out. So if there are not enough number of people willing to do that, then it will not benefit those people who are who want it. So if there are enough number of people, then definitely I will think about it and start soon. So if you guys can fill this form up and let me know your thoughts on it, it will be much helpful. I will also leave a link to the form in the description box below, so you can click on it and it will be taken you'll be taken to the form. Okay, so that was the announcement which I wanted to make in this video. So if you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to me at connect.anusclassroom@gmail.com, or you can ping in any of our Telegram channels. We have 2 channels right now for semester 1 and semester 2 people. I'm currently thinking of doing a semester 3 channel, not decided yet, but still. So those are the things I wanted to tell you in this video. And once again, a very warm welcome to all the newcomers into IGNOU's MBA program or PGDM program. I hope you guys will be comfortable here. And to everybody, even the other semester guys who are new to the channel, once again, warm welcome to you all. And thank you so much for sticking with me till the end. And to the people who have already been in Anu's classroom, a warm welcome back to every one of you. So thank you so much, and until I see you in the next video, bye bye, and all the very best for your upcoming semesters.